What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to the Mr. Winslow channel. I am Mr. Winslow, your host, and today is a day of celebration, realization. I do realize that I said this in the last video entitled The Black Atheist. However, that enthusiasm from that video is going to transpose into this video. I'm going to entitle this video The Black Atheist Part 2 because I do believe that a pat on the back is desperately needed to all of my atheist brothers and sisters out there. Now, I do realize that I am speaking from an African American perspective because I am an African American. Go figure. However, I do believe that what I say from my atheist experience as an African American can transpose into the experiences of the Hispanics, of the whites, of the blacks from other lands, from the Asians, and so on. We are armed with the knowledge that relying upon fact is far more powerful than relying upon faith. So let's get started, shall we? Number one, atheists in the YouTube community, atheists around the world, I salute you. The reason I do this is because I know that for you to be an atheist and to live your day-to-day lives with the people in your family, the people in your community, must be treacherous indeed. It must be nerve-shredding every time that you sit down with your family and they tell you to lead the verse, or sometimes when you're at a ball game and they say, well, let us bow our heads in prayer. I know that must grate on your nerves. Some of you who work in the legal field, I know that it must piss you off to no end when you have to be sworn into a courtroom putting your hand upon a Bible. Imagine that. A courtroom is a place where the seeking of truth at all hazards comes to bear. Placing your hand on a Bible and swearing the total and absolute truth is kind of oxymoronic to me. Why do I say that? Number one, the Bible promotes slavery. Modern day courtrooms do not promote slavery. However, the Bible does. The Bible promotes rape. The Bible promotes child molestation. The Bible promotes death. Yes, the Bible promotes death on a massive scale. God is the greatest killer of people the world has ever known. Religion is the greatest killer of people the world has ever known. The only thing on this planet that has killed more people than religion has been disease. Hands down, disease has killed more people than religion. Disease is first in its killing of people. Religion is a close second in its destruction of people. What can we do to stem the tide? What can we do to stop this onslaught of lunacy? You're doing it right now, atheist community, by refusing to bow down to the God of the Bible, the God of the Torah, the God of the Quran. You are setting yourself apart. You are elite. If this were the armed forces, you would be those Navy SEALs. You would be that Marine Recon. You would be those Green Berets. You would be those pararescue, those special operations soldiers that are going to make sure that a better day is achieved by performing very strategically on the battlefield called life that you're on. I call it a battlefield because you, as an atheist, are a person who relies on facts, and your opponent is a person who relies upon faith. I'm not saying that you have to suicide bomb them. I'm not saying that you have to shoot them to death. I am saying that what you must do in this battle is use your mind. Use that critically thinking mind that you have, because what you can do is you can redirect the energy and focus of an aimless believer into one who has the knowledge, into one who is like unto yourself. That is what you must do. That is what I must do. That is what we must do. We have to do this in order to make a better world, a better community, a better life for ourselves. We must do this. As an atheist myself, I implore you, atheist community, Every person who is on the YouTube channel who is an atheist under the sound of my voice, please, you owe it to yourself, continue doing what you're doing. You are not wrong. You are not in error at all. A mistake made and corrected is a lesson learned. You are not perfect. You realize this. You are going to move on from your mistakes, learning from them, and making sure that you employ strategies that are going to make a better day for yourself. This is something that we are armed to do. This is something that we can do, we must do, and we will do. You already have a tremendous advantage over your faith-fueled foes because your mind is one that is geared towards fact-finding and not faith-finding. So, all of that said, atheist community, I salute you. Please keep on keeping on and doing what you're doing. And from the Mr. Winslow Studios, peace.